Artsakh is a small mountainous region in the South Caucasus, and it's beautiful. It all started with Urartu a bazillion years ago. Hello world, we're now a nation, and we have irrigation, stone fortresses, food, and a lot of metals. Want to be friends? A lot of countries came and tried to take those metals, but Armenians kept fighting them off until Tigran the Great. He's Armenian. He built a bunch of big fortresses around his Armenian kingdoms that stretch from sea to sea, and names them after himself, including Tigranakert in Artsakh. Then Christianity comes, and this guy called Mashtot pulls the Armenian alphabet out of thin air and needs to teach it to someone. So he opens up the first ever university in the world, in Amaras, located in Artsakh.
Wow.
Until the Tatar and Mongol nomad tribes show up and try to kill everybody. And now they live there too and call it home. Sweet. Then Russia shows up and says, I want some too. But Russia is big, and the Ottomans are like, I can take some while no one's looking. In 1750, they established the first Turkish Hanate in the region. And for the first time, the name Karabakh is used for Artsakh. Then the Russians came back, and everything got groovy with culture. But one day, the Russian Empire goes to a big war and collapses. So in 1918, the Armenians of Artsakh are like, okay, are we finally free? Nope, said the Turks. But then the Russians come back, and they're red now. And the Armenians of Artsakh are like, okay, are we free now? No, we decide who lives here now. And the Soviets gave Karabakh to the new state of Soviet Azerbaijan because we divide and rule. And of course, they live happily ever after. Nope. Azerbaijan bombs Armenian churches and monuments and massacres Armenians to make Shushi look like more of an Azerbaijani region. And people live a great life under the new Soviet Azerbaijan, waiting for freedom. And when they finally can't take it anymore, in 1988, they rightfully get free from Azerbaijan, after many tries. But wait, no, Azerbaijan can't let the peaceful Armenians of Artsakh have this little piece of land. So to prove their point, they kill a ton of Armenians in Baku and Sumgait, which have nothing to do with Artsakh except for they were Armenians. To add to the madness, the USSR comes crashing down. Understanding they'll get threatened by Azerbaijanis again, people of Artsakh vote in a referendum, in line with USSR and international law, and declare their independence in 1991. In exactly the same way, and a full 19 days before Azerbaijan gets its own independence. And now, the Armenians of Artsakh are finally free and independent. But Azerbaijan is mad about it, so it decides to invade the free country of Artsakh. So a bunch of villagers who are tired of not having a country start fighting. And wait, what? They win! Freedom! Finally? No. Over the next 30 years, Azerbaijan retreats and builds up its military to be way larger than the little Republic of Artsakh. While Artsakh builds ministries, schools, roads, and even free universities, like Mashtos did. Hello world, do you recognize me? I have democracy. Can you come visit? And there are concerts, museums, and tourism. Until 2020, when Azerbaijan attacks some more and brings Turkey and Syrian jihadists along too, and says Artsakh attacked them. Because we live in a world of absurdism.